Episode 50, like number one, as viewer number one, since there's one like and one dislike. I mean, since zero likes and zero dislikes, so I give it like number one. Woo! And now we start my reaction in 1-0, go. Oh, yeah, baby. I was late for every reaction because of John Wick 4, but hey, I'm glad I was able to be first viewer for Shadowverse Flame, though, after being late the whole day. But, well, I guess I was kind of early for card fight because I was viewer number two. I like how they just completely make every other character aside from Light feel unimportant. At least when it comes to the finale of this arc. So much for all the growth and training for every other character not named Light. It's starting to somewhat fall into the same trappings as Shadowverse, the original. Still better than the original Shadowverse in every single way, shape, and form, though. Because at least Flame's got lovable characters, but they're rushing it now. What's up, Russ? 12389. But yeah, Russ, a lot of people did not like the previous episode, and I don't blame them. They rushed way too much in episode 49. Like, it was way too quick. They pulled a card fight Vanguard overdress. They pulled a card fight Vanguard season 3 on us in the previous episode. Still, though, this is still way better than OG Shadowverse. Like, even at its worst, this is still better than OG Shadowverse. But no, there was a lot of negative. I mean, at least a lot of negative with the way they rushed. Yeah, the previous episode. Yeah, the previous episode was a shit show. They rushed it so badly. They turned Seiya into a nothing burger. They rushed so much development. They threw the season 1 characters into the garbage bin. It's like, damn. So much contempt for the season 1 characters in just a single episode. Holy fuck. The season 2 writing stuff ain't subtle. Straight up and not subtle. But at least so far, Mikado versus Light has been good. And that's what saved the previous episode from being bad. Light versus Mikado being amazing. Because straight up, second half of episode 49 was absolutely amazing. First half was an absolute piece of shit. So thankfully, the positives outweighed the negatives for episode 49. And so far, this episode's been awesome. But no, just logistically, the previous episode was bad. Did a lot of things that a lot of other card game enemies fall into the trap of falling into. But I guess it doesn't help too that this series does have too many main characters. Because again, even card fights fall into the same trap. Because it also has too many main characters, just like Flame. At least to juggle around. And saying that, man, they're making the animation for this match super clean. And I love it. This is the type of stuff I've been waiting for. Okay. Nakado's raising the loser flag. Because of the way he's saying that, the dude is setting himself up to fail, and I cannot wait because the fall is going to be magnificent. You know, Light essentially said what Mikado's been saying every single time Mikado faces Light. No, seriously. Isn't that what Mikado's been saying? He's essentially been saying that every single I just love how Light barely came into that realization. I'm like, bruh. Then again, I guess he did take a little bit of hits when going up against Mikado. Woo! All right, good. I mean, hey, as long as he can fortify his offense in the next turn, that's all that matters here. I love when Mikhail's saying this is stupid. It essentially means that he just straight up does not want to understand light one bit. Yeah, the animation there is lazy because the monster's not even moving its arms when it was in the violin, and then the slash is like this instead of going seeing an animation where she's dabbing in front of the announcer and slashing it. Animation here is really limited when it comes to the destruction animation. Like character animations like drawing cards, emoting are good, but when it comes to the destruction of creatures, it's limited and definitely limited in animation. You know, he Mikado is a good rival, Russ. Hell, they're treating Mikado better as a rival than Haruma because at least with Mikado, they don't turn skip the important stuff. Like, yeah, they're treating Mikado as a good rival. I just wish the budget was better though. Like, why do the animators treat Mikado versus Light like some kind of like minor battle with the way they treat the destruction animation? It feels so lazy. Well, in season one, whenever Hero had a big fucking fight, the animators like poured everything into it. While here it's like, animators, are you even trying anymore? Except when it's Ren. When Ren's there, they're gonna obviously fucking show up. And this ain't the first time. Like every single time it's a light versus a big rival at the end of the arc, they always disappoint. Armo versus Light, disappointed visually. Now we got Light versus Mikado, disappointing visually. I'm noticing this trend in Flame. It's like they run out of money at the finale of every arc because they spend too much money on Ren, and then like, oh yeah, Light, fuck him. It's like what the anime. It's like that's essentially what the animators are saying are doing. Yeah, even there with the way Dragonair was destroyed, you're not even seeing like again diving into the monsters and slashing like you would in say a regular Shadowverse episode or the higher budgeted Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush episodes or other higher budgeted Card Fight Vanguard Overdress episodes. Like it's just so much limited animation. Mm. Ryan's still amazing in this episode though. But golly, would it hurt the animators to try a little bit harder on Light's climax? This is like the second climactic battle in an arc back to back that they just skimp on. It's starting to be a trend I'm not a big fan of when it comes to this series. It's like, holy shit. I can only hope after this they try harder on the next arc. Hopefully. I'm crossing my fingers for that. Still a good match though, because a lot of strategies are being implemented. Lots utilizing a variety of effects, a variety of cards. Like honestly, running wise, the match is great. Straight up. Like the running staff, they're pouring their all. And it does do a good job of showing us his growth too. Okay, that was one of the rare moments where the animation was decent for a few seconds, like when his ring creature did damage to Mikado. I need to see more of that throughout this episode. I need to see that quality for most of the creature damage or creature battle moments in this episode. I need to see that for a whole episode, not just a few seconds here and there. Because again, that was one of the rare, beautifully drawn moments. And saying that, I do love seeing Mikado triggered. You know, I like how Light doesn't even deny that he's stupid. You know, that would be pretty cool if Mikado actually did that to be specialized eventually. I like the healing like effect when it comes to the water. I like he wants to like break down everything when it comes to light. Is they use the same still again with the violin just doing that. Oh shit! That wasn't even bank animation. That was just banking on a still they used earlier. Holy shit! No, seriously, the laziness in this episode visually, it's really apparent. Holy fuck! I understand we're using like really beautifully used animation, but reusing stills. I mean, that's pretty slick with the running staff, though, to be thinking that there's a chance we could actually forget about that still. And they use that still too when she like that blue haired creature does like the cross attack. They used that earlier. Oh, again, this is a great episode. It's just that. And they use no what? They reused that winged attack animation that they had earlier that looked good 2 times. Back to back. Bruh. What is happening to the production of Shadowverse Flame? Gritting stiff animation, animation being reused. Like, damn. What's happened to this series? A damn shame because again, this is a great episode running wise, but it kind of kills the immersion though when you have just a blatant reusage of animation like that, and multiple times too throughout the episode. And saying that hey, this is some okay, that is some sexy animation. Oh, that was a nice sound effect with his knees on the floor. I love how defiant he is. Can he really say that? I'm sure Light has faced some weak as shit opponents. But yeah, most of the opponents he has faced, they aren't lightweights. They haven't been lightweights one bit. To his credit anyway. Oh, baby. Answer song. Oh, 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 yeah, baby. You know, shit gets real as an entrance song. Oh man, I swear, every single time I use the blast form pose. Oh man, that is cool. So that blast form is straight up the shit. Oh man, I look like a fucking nuke. Yes! Fuck yeah! He's feeling at the fact that he's finally challenging him. They say Newman's a fragile weak, and he's calling himself fragile and weak too, because he's prove it. He cannot deny it. As long as he breathes and he's got flesh and he bleeds blood, the motherfucker is straight up a human, and he can't deny that. I'm gonna guess this isn't gonna be good for a homeboy. That's a good effect. Okay, if I can somehow survive this onslaught and he does damage up to the point where Light's only got one defense or two defense left, I think Light's got this. I like that fish. I like fucking like oh. Okay, yeah, okay. Looks like they actually are showing. Okay, looks like the animation stuff actually saved their budget for the second half of the episode because they're actually doing what I want. Creatures actually having good destruction animation, super expressive facial expressions, beautiful effects animation, and yo, just the way Steven's getting that's a nice detail. Okay, the second half has been woo. No, seriously, why can't the episode look like this in both halves of the in both halves? Like seriously, because I'm not even asking for this type of quality for like a whole season. Just give me this type of quality for a full episode, at least once or twice every 25 episodes. But hey, better late than never. You know, that's nice. And have both. Nice. That animation kind of reminds me of the Digi Evolution animation from the Digimon series that some of the series have. That looks good. Oh, yo, that is awesome. All right, all right, all right. A second. Oh, yo, the music is rocking. Makes me want to play with a fucking guitar now. Yo, that thing looks like it would even fit in a fucking mecha series. And about the car, that's about how you use it. Mechanics should be a little bit careful before talking shit. That's probably not what Light's going for. I really want to see someone shut this boy up. Why do I hear boss music? And damn, that is a damn, that card is fucking beautiful. That's like a waifu t-shirt right there. Holy shit. I swear. Makana has some of the best looking cards in the series. Like from a aesthetic standpoint. Whoa, wait, he's gonna finish him off? Ah, fuck. Oh, sup, Ghost Tab. I mean, that'd be cool if it was Russ, if that was the case. Yeah, Mikao's the best one in the series for Shadowverse by far. Who's a fucking badass? He sounds like being choked to death, bruh. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Wait, how's it not zero? Oh, baby. Macaulay's about to cry. Oh, that explains it, Ross. Holy shit. He's about to bust that shit up. Good. I want to see him bust the title up. Oh, hell yeah, baby. Okay, that form looks gore. Oh, you really now he realizes at that moment he fucked up. Haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 yet, go stab. I bet you this loss is gonna traumatize Mikaido. He's never gonna be looking at card games the same way again. Yes! Oh, look, look at it! Like, holy shit, he looks like the 2%. Yes! Yeah, wrecked, bitch! He looks like he's about to fucking die. Oh shit! Seriously, it looks like he's about to be erased off of existence. Damn. My boy Lot did it. And my boy Lot's number one. I love how Hero's smiling. Yeah, I love how he's broken. Good shit. Finally, we get to see Hero's voice. Oh, yeah, that looks kind of creepy. Hey, I'm hyped. Yeah, honestly, our boy deserves props because that was an epic ass win. No preview? Oh, you know what? I'm glad, Russ, because this, like, honestly, Russ, this series needs a production break because this episode was already showing production issues. Like the first half was abysmal visually, so I'm kind of glad it's taking a 3 month hiatus. This series needs it. It needs it badly because, woo, like you can tell, the animation stuff was either pinching pennies or they were struggling keeping up with their scheduling. Because the first half, I'm like, what is this? Second half, I'm like, adventure. Well, I mean, I'm assuming it's a hiatus. They announced it in the episode, though. You know, that's how much this series doesn't even have popularity, Russ. Not even Anime News Network reported on it. They didn't even report anything about that at all. Anime News Network, and I checked. They report on Sugar and I think it was Sugar and Happy getting a season 2, It looks like not even Crunchyroll cared enough to report on it, or even Anime News Network or My Anime List. Damn. No, but Ross, the thing is though, that doesn't matter. They were quicker on Sugar and Happy. That's no excuse. They reported instantly on Sugar and Happy like hours before it happened. When it got a season 2, they reported on Fire Hunter quickly, like 3 hours before it even got a season 2. Russ, it's just they don't give a shit about Shadowverse. Because other anime that get seasons announced extra, they'll announce it instantly. If it's Shadowverse Flame, it's like, oh yeah, they don't care. Because I keep up with every anime, Russ. Anime News Network and My Anime List and Crunchyroll. If it's on the other anime, oh, they'll be quick on announcing it, even if it's recent news. For this series, it looks like they can't even bother announcing anything for Flame, which is a shame because Flame has been, yeah, it has animation issues, but it's been a well-written season. Despite the animation fumbles, the writing is great for the most part. But yeah, you're right, Ghost App. Anime News Network only reports on things that they're interested in or that get clicks, and anything revolving Shadowverse Flame doesn't get clicks. Hell, I only react to Shadowverse Flame because I actually legit like the series. Because if that wasn't the case, does anyone even react to Shadowverse Flame aside from me? Let me even check on the internet real quick. You're right, and hey, you know what, Russ? That's good news because this series needs a break. Like the animation stuff needs to look at themselves in the mirror, straight up. They need to look at themselves in the mirror. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, that's good. Hell yeah. Not for a second there were no reactions for this series. All right, that's cool. That's cool. I'm glad this series has at least some attention. I'm watching that tomorrow, Ghost Tab. In case you're wondering. But I'm not going to react to it. I'm just watching it for fun. I'll react to the new Pokemon series, though. But next season, though, Ghost Tab and Russ, if a video doesn't get 50 views, I'm not doing reactions. So Shadowverse Flame reactions, Russ and Ghost Tab, from now on, going in July, they need to get 50 views. And now I'm dropping reactions. I'll watch the series, but I might drop reactions. Because now I got to fucking care about numbers now because it's rough. So yeah, next season, Russ and Ghost, I need to start seeing results straight up. Because being nice doesn't get me shit anymore. I need to start to really go for the numbers now. Straight up. Because I really need to go for the numbers now. I didn't do that before, but this season has been it's been rough so far. So yeah. Just giving you all the heads up. Starting April. I'm kind of hyped for us because the staff is good. They have a new writing staff. It's going to be its own continuity. And the writer's really good. It's the writer that wrote a few episodes for Cowboy Bebop, Egro Proxy, who wrote most of the episodes for that series. And that's a good writer. Like, the writing staff is really good, Russ. The director I heard, is also good. And the action director is good because it's the action director that was in charge of the X, Y, and Z fights. So I'm cautiously optimistic because the writing stuff looks good. The animation stuff is going to be really good. So at least visually, it's going to be beautiful. The question is, will the writing be good? Because the writing staff's good. But yeah, that doesn't guarantee anything. But the stuff looks good, though. I looked into the writing staff. And at least it's caused to be a little bit optimistic for the most part. Overall. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And yeah, that's when it comes to Pokemon. I'm cautiously optimistic. Cautiously. But I just kind of hope that they learn from the mistakes because I heard with one with Ash, I heard they really dropped the ball in the last episode. Didn't see it myself yet, but they dropped the ball. I mean, I wouldn't blame you, but I think this new series could be good. Like the writer's really good, Ghost Tab. Like straight up the writing staff, the new stuff that they have, it might actually be what the doctor ordered. Ghost Tab, the series. I mean, no, seriously, the series hasn't come out yet. It could be legit good. Because the writing staff, the animation staff, they seem to be on their A game. For the most part. And the writer, I mean, he can write dark stuff. Again, he wrote episodes for Cowboy Bebop, Egro Parksy. I think he wrote a few Samurai Champloo episodes too. Like the writing, it's got potential. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the writing stuff for Pokemon, Aim to Be a Pokemon Master wasn't good. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. I don't blame you, Russ. For me, you know, I'm gonna jump in because obviously I react to. I'm gonna try to react to everything first for 3 episodes, and then after 3 episodes, anything that doesn't get 50 views will be dropped from my reaction list unless I really love the anime. I would have to really love it though. Like it'd have to be on Chainsaw Man levels of good for me to continue reacting to it, despite low numbers. So it needs to be at least Chainsaw Man level. Or Akiba Maid War level or Lick Cross Rico level for me to continue. So just giving y'all a heads up for like the next season. Like I'm gonna want to start to perform better. Straight up, like because obviously, with my situation, I honestly have lost patience. I've been patient for 3 years for the most part, and it's like, yeah. And now I've realized too that after 3 years, if something doesn't get views between like the first 2 or 3 weeks, it ain't gonna get views afterwards after like 3 years of reacting. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna handle the next seasons going forward because doing it, reacting to everything no matter what, doesn't work out. Now I have the 3-year sample size of that. The only way to react to everything is if on a whim. That's about the only way. No, I'd say straight up with the new Pokemon series. I'd say which I'm glad. I actually want to see Hero throw down. So I'm kind of hyped for it. Straight up. I hope it has 50. Hoping for a full 100 episodes or else with higher budgets. That's what I'm crossing my fingers for. I want to see some high budgets. Ego 7 was dog shit, Ghost Tab. And then Go Rush is a disappointment. And then Go Rush ain't bad. It's just mid. Like, Go Rush had potential of giving us 3 good pro tags, and then they just fucking threw Yuhi and Yumo in a trash can. They could. I guess they could. I just hope they don't rush everyone else's development because I feel like they that at the end of this arc it just became the light show. Yeah, Rush is a disappointment. The only good character is UDS when it comes to the main leads. They literally sacrificed every other character's development except for UDS. And at least Suichi is a better villain than Otis, but that doesn't save Go Rush for me. Same, Russ. And you know the sad part about this, Russ? Go Rush and freaking Card Fight still have more popularity than Flame. I'm like, damn, that's just sad. Because I like Flame a lot more than current day Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, that's for sure. But, I mean, I guess the popularity of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Brand is too strong. Sadly. And it has years. Yeah, like honestly, Flame is better animated than Yu-Gi-Oh! Like if I had to rank the card game anime, Card Fight Vanguard's obviously number 1. It beats Shadowverse Flame and Yu-Gi-Oh! There's no competition. Card Fight's number 1. Flame's number 2, and then you've got straight up got this series right here as number 2, and Go Rush is 3rd place. At least if we're going by like a visual quality of card game anime. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we get higher budgets for Flame in the next season. I'm hoping for that. I mean, is Duel Masters, is it following an old continuity? Well, yeah. Well, not only that, I mean, Russ, I think at least needs Card Fight Vanguard levels of popularity. It doesn't even need Demon Slayer. It just needs to be Card Fight Vanguard because Card Fight Vanguard has a super high budget, Russ. No, it needs at least Card Fight Vanguard. I don't think it needs that much popularity. I think if it had Card Fight Vanguard, then they would actually give it a real budget. Because Card Fight Vanguard is super profitable. I mean, it was profitable enough to literally bankroll 5 new seasons. Nope, it's not new Ghost Trap. It's a sequel to Duel Masters Win, so I don't have to see it. Yay. I looked at my anime list, so nope. It's a sequel, Ghost Tab. It's not new, it's a sequel. It's literally a sequel to Duel Masters Win, Ghost Tab. So nope, it ain't that new. To see it, you need to see Duel Masters Win straight up. Because the sequel is called Duel Masters Win Duel Wars. So nope. I haven't seen it and don't care to because it's also a sequel to another Duel Masters series. I mean, I guess that's true. Card Fight Vanguard built a lot of goodwill. While this series had so much bad rep from the first season, that's going to be hard to recover from. Kansas Boss is going to be lower budget Ghost Tab. It's got a worse animation studio, a worse director, a worse studio. Obviously, they made that probably because of the success of Blue Lock. They didn't make it because Captain Tsubasa made loads of money. They made that shit because they were like, oh, shit. Blue Lock made money. Yeah, I'll watch it, but I'm not hyped for it because the budget's going to be lower. I'm going to expect probably a lot of still shots for Captain Tsubasa or CGI or some shit like that. I honestly expect jack shit from it, though. So I'm going in with Captain Tsubasa with like the lowest expectations possible. The rock bottom, man. You know what I mean? Blue Lock is a rich man's Captain Tsubasa because you mean it's anti. Yeah, it's anti. And not only that, Blue Lock has money behind it. So yeah, there's that. But whatever the case, though, I mean, I'm still curious about Captain Tsubasa. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You had me worried for a second. I was like, yeah, it's not like it's like the opposite of Captain Tsubasa. But yeah. Same, I'm gonna miss him too. Yeah, same, Russ, because I thought Go Rush had a good start. I mean, the first arc was good. You had a villain that tried to kill the main character, which was cool. I thought the comedy for the first score was decent, but then after that first score, it went south. That's what disappoints me on Go Rush because the first 13 episodes I thought were decent. And I thought even the second arc was kind of decent with good female villains. I felt like Go Rush fell apart the moment they had or don't even lose to UDS. With UDS only being able to summon 3 monster cards on the field, that's when the series fell for me. Because at that point, I'm like, oh yeah, they're not going to respect female characters again. And then it got worse when they had literally in the third arc, they built up Unigona. That's when, yeah. They fumbled it in the second arc with the way Ronovan lost. And then in the third arc, they just fell off a cliff because they built up Yuna Goha to be a badass female character. She was the only, at that point, she was the only one to beat UDS at his prime. And then they just took a shit all over it when Yuga returned and they had Yuga doing her place. That's when the series kind of lost me. I'm like, why build up this female character that's comedic, competent, a good duelist, just to bring back the shitty Protac from Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s? She could have been even better, Russ, because literally they could have had her alongside UDS to defeat the double Lukes at the end of Arc 3, and they fucked it up. She could have been even better than Ren, because Ren is never going to have the opportunity of defeating a final boss. While Yuna could have had an opportunity of defeating Luke, of being alongside UDS. That's what makes it worse. She could have even been a better version than Ren, and they fucked it up. That's the thing that pisses me off. It's like, yo, we could have had the best female character in Yu-Gi-Oh! Series ever because her personality was great. She had a badass deck. She beat the main. She's the only one to beat a main character. I don't think it's the rules, Ghost Tab, because there are some good combos in Go Rush. That's not the issue, Ghost Tab. It's the character writing. Because Udius is a good character, but they treat their female characters less than optimal. I mean, hell, you had literally, you take all the glory from Yuna, and not only did he do it once, he did it again. Because in this current arc, instead of it being literally, yeah, I agree with you, Russ. Because literally, even in the current arc, here's the issue. It does the same shit as the previous arc. You've got Yuga and Udius versus Suiju and Duomu. That should not have been Yuga doing. That should have been Yuna Goha. But no, the writing staff took a shit all over Yuna Goha again. It's like every single time Yuna Goha gets any opportunity to do anything cool, it's like the writing's like, you know what? Fuck you. Stay in the kitchen, woman. We're going to have a man take your place. That's essentially what the writing staff did with Yuna Goha. And that pissed me off because she could have been amazing. I mean, I don't think the duels are that bad, though. It's the writing, because if Go Rush were to just fix a few things, Go Rush could legit be one of the best Yu-Gi-Ohs ever. Could be. Yeah, pretty much. And, you know, Go Rush could have done that. And don't even get me started on Yumu, man. Yumu, they fucked her up. She could have been amazing. Could have been. I'm sad with what they did with Yumu, man. Man, that series got me the big sad, man. Straight up. And that's why Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush has the problem. It's not the dueling rules that have changed that have ruined it. It's the way they handle characters that have ruined it. And it's a damn shame, too, because honestly, yeah, really, that's what I think, but it's too late now, Ghost Tab. They fucked up. They kind of fucked up in connecting it. They should have started with a clean slate, because that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! And Card Fight did, and there was hits because of that. But sadly, the series didn't do that. They wanted to keep the continuity with the OG, and it didn't work out well for them. I mean, it's too late now. They just got to deal with what they got, you know? They got to deal with the cards that are dealt to them at this point. Overall. But yeah. Ross, it still would have been better with no connection, because look at the audience for Shadowverse Flame. People are avoiding it literally because of its connection with Flame. I mean, with Flame, like it being connected to the original. So it would have been better off not being connected, because we see the damage. Now we know the damage the original Shadowverse did. It did a lot of damage. Pretty much. Hell, that's why I'm watching Overdress 2 Ghost Tab. I'm watching Overdress because it's not connected to the original. That's why I'm watching it too. That's why a lot of people are watching Overdress, because a lot of people heard Card Fight becomes trash on the later seasons. And they came in because of Overdress being disconnected. Like, it not being connected helped it out a lot. Overdress would not be this popular if it was connected to the OG series. It would not have been a hit that got 9 seasons. Because that's what Overdress was able to do. It was able to get 9 seasons, which is amazing. Like, holy cow, 9 seasons, man. That was like one of the most big baller moves ever financially. But anyways, yeah, that's where Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush fucked up, sadly. Because here's the thing. The only positive I'll give to Go Rush is it has one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Openings of all time. Suiju is a good quality Yu-Gi-Oh! Villain. Because, pretty much. But here's the thing, Ghost and Russ. Suiju's a good villain. Like, his motivation of wanting to take Rush duels and weaponize him to win a intergalactic war makes sense. So the main villain, Suiju, is good. I like him. And he has a good duel record. No, Ghost Tab, I'm not comparing it to OG Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm just saying, and Kaiba's not a villain. He's he's a rival. That too, Russ, but Suiju's a positive, because let me explain why he's a good villain. They also give Suiji a good win record. He beat Yuma, who at that time had a near winning record. I believe he also, well, yeah, he is, but Kaiba's considered a rival, though. If we're talking about villains, we're talking about Bakura and Merrick. Those are villains. Because Kaiba was only like a villain in one episode. That's why I don't count him. I count Kaiba as the best Yu-Gi-Oh rival of all times. And no one's ever going to beat Seto fucking Kaiba. At least not anytime soon. Yeah, Kaiba's a rival. He's a rival. He's the best Yu-Gi-Oh rival of all times. No, he's the best card game rival of all times. No one is ever going to top Seto fucking Kaiba. It is not happening. Kaiba is the GOAT of rivals. He's still a rival. Like, even people call him the rival. They don't call him a villain. But let me explain why Suiji is still a good villain, though. Before you go on, let me break down why Suiji is a good villain. Another thing that makes Suiji a good villain, he was able to beat top-tier opponents because his dueling record is amazing. Because aside from defeating Yumu, Suiji just straight up has charisma as a villain. Like, being straight up the leader of an army is pretty fucking impressive. That's what I like. And again, I like the fact that he straight up just tries to kill some of his opponents. That's something that made Suiji a good villain. Just a damn shame, though, that he's wasted on Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, because Suiji, like, seriously, Suiji as a villain? Shit, he's the best villain Yu-Gi-Oh! From Studio Bridge that they've made. I'm not comparing it to Flame Ghost Tab. I mean, obviously, Makai was a better villain, but Suiji is the best villain that Studio Bridge has made. I'm not even comparing it to Flame. I'm just saying Suiji is a good villain. I'm talking about the positives of Go Rush. And Suiji and UDS are positives. And the animation's kind of good. That's about the only thing I'll say about Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush positive. It's got a great opening. UDS is a cool main character. Suiji is a cool main character. And as far as female Yu-Gi-Oh! Characters go, it still has decent female characters by Yu-Gi-Oh! Standards. Those are probably the only positives I'll give Go Rush. Because, so that's from that, yeah, Go Rush is struggling right now. Oof. Yeah, he actually fits both. Definitely. Well, yeah, if Go Rush didn't have short episodes, it would be pretty torturous. Like, straight up. I'm sure I'll become humbled. Hopefully. Out of the way. Cannot wait, Russ. Because I am hyped. Yeah, that's probably the only thing Yu-Gi-Oh! Has going for it. The best dual pacing of all time. That's true. But yeah, at least Yu-Gi-Oh! Has the best. Oh, yeah, you're right. Almost got to mention best card game pacing of all the card game anime so far. That's probably one of the few things Yu-Gi-Oh! Does well consistently. They follow a duel through from start to finish, because if it didn't have that, then the series would truly be fucked. So thankfully, it at least does that. Yeah, I wish so too, Russ. I wish too. That's pretty much Yu-Gi-Oh! In a nutshell, Ghost Tab. Pretty much that's a message. Buy cards. And it's a damn shame, because there are good elements in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like some of the creative bits, like when you have spaceships with dual contraptions is cool, or that episode where characters dressed up as dual monsters was pretty cool, or when they did a duel without any holograms was pretty cool, or even the Udius training arc was cool, or when Udius taught one of his opponents how to duel. Like, that's the thing that pisses me off about Go Rush. Like, there are moments they do, Russ, but no, legit, there are moments in Go Rush that are brilliant. It feels like for every 3 to 4 batter mid episodes of Go Rush, there will be like one brilliant episode. And that's the thing that pisses me off about Go Rush, because the potential is obviously there, because there are some really good episodes here and there on Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush where it's like, oh yeah, there's actually some talented writers behind the series. Just sadly though, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is inconsistent as shit. Like, you'll literally have one episode about fucking rocks, and then next you'll have a great episode, and then they'll go back to shit again. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is fucking bipolar. Like, that series, it does not even know the meaning of fucking consistency. Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is consistently inconsistent. That's the biggest issue of Go Rush in a nutshell. Like, it easily goes from shit to good, then shit to good, then shit again. It's like, holy fuck. The series can't fucking settle on being consistently shit or consistently good. It has to fucking go to every extreme almost every fucking week. That's the thing that really pisses me off about Go Rush. It's like, what is all the inconsistency in the series? It's like, damn. Because if this series just got consistent, it would be good. Sadly, though, we don't live in a world where Go Rush is consistently good. And we're gonna settle for multiple weeks of fucking mid. That's really the thing in a nutshell that pisses me off the most about Go Rush. Just seeing all that wasted potential, because there are obviously some talented writers in that writer's room. Some. Pretty much. You're right, Russ. Well, anyways, thank you, Russ and Goza, for watching. And also thank you everyone else for watching my video. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and also be sure to hit the bell for notifications. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much, y'all, for watching my video, and bye-bye, y'all.